Hello everybody, hope you're all keeping well and staying dry. It's pretty wet out there at the moment today. Get a bit cool, coming up for the good old winter time, aren't we now? So what am I going to talk about today? Well, there's various things I'm going to talk about today and exactly what's happening out there in the used car market. So as everybody's known, for the last 40 plus months, the price have just been going up and up and up and up and up for all the car prices. However, the last few months things have started to steady out a little bit. The prices have not been shooting up, and if anything, prices have started to change. So we've had a bit of a price change recently on most models, to be fair. A lot of prices have been changed between 4 and 5% in the last couple of months, and it is seasonal. We've got to remember, pre-pandemic values were depreciating every month, but having had this strange situation where prices have been going up, prices are starting to change. So what do most dealers do? Adjust to the price, to the market. Absolutely. So been busy changing some of the prices of all the cars. So simple as that, really. Just like consumers, you lose money. Dealers, we change the prices to what the market is. So most dealers change the prices. So if you want to see what the reductions are, pop over to the website and see the full changes of all the car prices, because the prices have to be right for the market. It's simple, easy as that, really. So that's number one. Number two, in the workshop we are very, very busy at the moment. So if you want any work doing, get the car ready for the winter, please give it a shout. Spaces are getting very filled up on that. So one of the other things which I've been talking about for a little while, in fact for a long while, is Autotrader and its price markers. So I mentioned this initially when they first started, quite a long time ago, and I felt it wasn't always giving accurate information. I thought there would be a good idea from a customer's perspective. So if you're a consumer looking to buy a car, you don't know if that car's priced right, if it's overpriced, underpriced, or whatever. So it would give you a bit of a guide. However, as Autotrader admit themselves, and I'll show you the screenshot in a second, the information is not 100% based on every single fact about that vehicle. So please bear that in mind when you are shopping for cars. It could be on Autotrader, it could be on Car Gurus. There are various other platforms out there which have price markers and things like that on there. So please always take the full facts into consideration and simply do not get misled by the markers, because they don't tell the full story. So some of the things which it does not take into account, as you can see by the screen, the colour of the vehicle. It could be a very, very desirable colour, so it's got to fetch more than a standard car on that one. The number of owners, we know that makes a big difference. A 1 or 2 owner car is obviously worth a lot more than a 5, 6, 7, 8 year owner's, owner's car. And then of course you've got the full service history details. Again, it does make a difference. If the car should have been serviced every year, has that particular car been serviced every year as opposed to every 2 or 3 years? So all these things you must take into account. So colours, ownership, service history, and even more important is of course the condition of the vehicle. So the algorithms might be working based on price of the car in the basket of cars. So if you've got 500 cars, all red Corsas, it's going to give you an average price. If you've got your car, which is 1 owner car with full service history, and it may have £2,000 worth of options, sadly won't value your car much higher than all the rest of them, which of course that car is worth a lot more than the rest of them, which may be standard cars on that. So that is a point that I take very personal, because all my cars are handpicked. I go that extra detail. Hence I do the videos to show you as a buyer, nothing is left to chance. I prepare my cars to the highest standards. And unfortunately, these are not always reflected on Autotrader with valuations, because my cars most of the time will be slightly higher price, but as you can see, some of these are on good price, some are fair price, some are overpriced, but it does not take into account all the options, the condition, the service history, the ownership, and of course the other major factor is who you're dealing with. You know, there's so many garages out there, dealers, businesses out there. Who's going to look after you if you have a problem? And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Should you have a problem, who's going to be there, look after you? So here's an example of one of the cars there. As you can see, it's a little Skoda. He said it's a fair price, but you look at the amount that it's overpriced in comparison, you would say, although it's fair price. However, this is almost one owner car. The lady bought it as a pre-registered car. It's been serviced by Skoda every single year without fail. It's only done 19,000 miles, 2 sets of keys, complete book pack. The car is absolutely pristine, just what you want to buy. But it only gets a fair price marker. However, there'll be cars out there which have had a lot more owners, not serviced as good as this, and it will have a great price marker. So you, as a buyer, would think that is the best buy, would you not? Just think about that. If you've got 2 cars, one says fair price, one says great price, which one would you automatically go for? The great price one. So just be careful. Always check the full facts about the vehicle that you're looking to buy. Don't just be going by the good price, the great price. Look more into it and don't be misled. There's various other examples of the cars I can show you that I've got on my stock compared to others, but I'm sure you've done your research, you've done your homework. All I tell you is just be careful when you are actually looking at those price markers, and don't just be guided by those. We know it's a natural habit to simply look at the good price, the great price, because we all want to buy things which are great price, don't we? Nobody wants to be paying overprice. However, it's when you go out for a meal. Do you want a cheap meal? Or do you want a good meal? So just have a think about that one. So one other feature that Autotrader have introduced, and you'll see this, it's on trial at the moment. So I've got my reservations, and that's what it's about, reserving cars. So if you look on here, it says reservation through Autotrader. So this isn't reserving direct off the dealer, as many of you know, and many of you actually used my reservation 24/7 before now over the years. I've used my website for 5-6 years, if not longer. I can't remember actually, but I've had my click and reserve for a number of years now on my own website. So people have reserved cars, bought cars straight off my website. However, this is slightly different. It's through Autotrader. So it says reserve through Autotrader. If you click that button, my cars disappear. Yep, my car's no longer for sale on Autotrader, because these are the 32,000 odd cars which you can reserve via Autotrader, but not direct to the dealer. So be careful. If you just click that button, it'll take away a majority of the cars which are for sale. There's over 400,000 cars for sale, but by clicking that button, it's only showing you the dealers who are on trial with a system called Reserve with Autotrader. So whatever you do, don't click that button if you want to see the full range of cars for sale throughout the country. And remember, most dealers will reserve either online through their website, direct through our website. Alternatively, you can just call the dealer, give a deposit over the phone, reserve that car so it doesn't get sold to anybody else. So just be careful with that button there, because when you click that button, it takes pretty much almost all their cars off for sale, because there's over 450,000 cars for sale at any one time. So this is what it basically means. It gives you a guide of how the prices have worked out. So just to repeat myself, just be careful, because it does not take into account the colour. It could be very unique, the full service history, the number of owners, the options it may have. So just be careful out there and look at the full facts of what you're buying. As I mentioned, this is why I will go to that extra depth to show you the condition of every single car, to make sure you know what you're getting for your money. You know, when the wheels are absolutely perfect, to refurbish a set of wheels can cost anything from £400 to £1,000 depending on the vehicle and the type of wheel. The service history, of course, also makes a massive difference if the car's got full service history, part service history, or no service history. So if you're looking for the best car, don't go by the price. Whoever the dealer is selling the car, talk to the dealer. Most dealers will give you the full rundown of exactly what they're selling you and what the vehicle is, including condition, options, service history, ownership, sets of keys. So please don't get misled. Use them as a bit of a guide if you wish to, but before just thinking it's a great buy, hitting the button, do your due diligence. Check out all these cars on the website if you're interested, autochange.co.uk, or give me a call 01782 822 700. So there we go. So that's the tip, advice. Buying or selling, give me a shout. Anything I can help you with. Look forward to seeing you next time. Stay safe.